Hello guys, welcome back to the News on Planet. Today we are going to be looking at something called Selfish Selfies. Now today is World Wildlife Day, and globally many animals are facing threats like the wildlife trade, habitat loss, overfishing and much more. Today we are going to be starting a new series about animal cruelty and how to spot it and how to report it. And the first video we're going to be doing is Selfish Selfies. What are Selfish Selfies? It's the use and abuse of captive animals to take selfies and souvenirs. It could be in tourist attractions, anywhere, even the zoo next to where you live. Now, we all love animals, right? So, I can understand the temptation of taking selfies and hugging them and doing stuff, but it's really not nice for them. You got to think, how will they feel about doing this? So the people who own the zoo where they're doing selfies with animals are getting tons of money. They're profiting from animal cruelty. And the money that they have is not going back to the animals. It's going in their pockets. Thousands of animals around the world are being exploited for our own entertainment. And this is just not good. In fact, just like the name of the video, it's selfish. And why is Selfish Selfies so harmful? Well, it's mainly because, they're cuddling the animals and doing such cool stuff to them. And it's just they're suffering from it. They do not like you cuddling it. And many people have done it before, but that's because they didn't realise how harmful it can be to these animals. So let me tell you why this is so bad. Now, taking photos with animals may not look like bad. Well, it actually is, because there are a lot of bad practices that are happening behind the scenes. Now, these animals were probably captured in the wild when they were very young. They're taking them away from their families. Because, for example, cheetah cubs, maybe he got captured and maybe the mother was trying to defend her cub, but they probably had poachers to defend them, and then they killed the animal and took the cub. That's why Selfish Selfies are so bad, because they come from the wild and taking them away from everything that matters to them. And many cheetah cubs do not survive captivity. For example, maybe one may have survived, but 3 or 4 could have died. Now, many of the captive animals are victims of the illegal wildlife trade. Now, how they get the animals? Well, they do it in really cruel trapping ways. And maybe the families of that animal will try to defend it. They could get injured from it, or they could get killed. This is why the illegal wildlife trade and Selfish Selfies are so bad. Many of these animals are captured and cages, and then they basically just get sold to someone and then exploited. And this has a huge impact on the decrease of endangered species in the wild. So, maybe you take a photo of us with a sloth, or maybe you take a photo with a dolphin. Now, you are contributing to the people who are very cruel's pockets. Not only you are contributing to this really bad stuff happening to the animals, they are suffering. And you're contributing to more and more suffering. And that's just not good. You're not getting any kudos from me. And the karma points are extremely awful on this one. Now, sometimes they dress up animals like sloths or primates and put them in chains and cages. In the case of lions and tigers, they sometimes remove their claws and teeth so they don't hurt anyone. But this is just so bad. And if they don't have their claws and teeth, they won't be able to be sent back into the wild because they have nothing to defend themselves. And this is not okay. They are experiencing a lot of stress, well, because of cameras flashing, being kept in such a small space, kids shouting, crowds. It's very stressful for them and it's not okay. And they are not being cared for very well. The lack of medical treatment, barely getting any food, malnutrition, and when they're no longer useful, they're not getting any money to put in people's pockets. They eventually kill them, abandon them, send them back into the wild. But in the case of tigers and lions, this is not okay because they remove their teeth and claws. This is why animal captivity is so bad. Now, animals can pass down diseases to humans, but us humans can pass down diseases to animals, but they might die very young. Taking photos with animals such as snakes, dolphins, monkeys is not worth their suffering, and we can take a lot of action to stop this. And I'm an ambassador for the Born Free Foundation, and they are working so hard to stop animal cruelty and selfish selfies. They created a list of what you should do and shouldn't do. Then let's start with the bad stuff first, then go into the good stuff. So don't. So never ever take a photo with captive animals because it's just not nice for them. You're gonna also get bad karma points. Don't book excursions for to take a photo of animals or with animals. Now, do not post on social media about you and your friends or maybe famous people posing with captive animals, and it's not nice. The first thing you can do is sign the Born Free Stop Selfish Selfies pledge. And if you go on holiday with your family, for example, check out the Born Free Raise the Red Flag map where it shows you all the places where they're cruel to animals with the red flag, so you shouldn't go there, saying you shouldn't go there. And most importantly, go and see animals in the wild. Now, and it's so much cooler seeing them in the wild than in the zoo because they're running wild, and it's so amazing, isn't it? And you'll learn way more than just looking at them through a glass wall. I went to see flamingos in the wild, and it was the best thing in the world. It was so fun, and it's so much better than seeing them in zoos or in captivity. If people stop taking the opportunity to take photos and put money into these people's pockets, then guess what? They'll stop doing it. Please do express your disapproval respectfully to show that animals should not be kept this way. So you can also stop watching the content and stop liking the content that you see on social media like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and a lot more social media platforms. Just don't share, because then they're going to earn more money from it, and they're going to keep on doing it because they think it's earning them enough money. And basically, just report. Just report. Alright, that's all we have for this video. Make sure to check out Born Free, please, at bornfree.org. www.selfishselfies.org.uk. Click like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Happy World